Hi, it's Amelie. Today we're going to work on a study by Andersen. Here I have number 15. What's the opus?
Opus 33.
Opus 33, number 15. So I don't remember if I ever played it, but someone sent us a message and asked us to do a just practicing about that. So I'm gonna start by looking at the key signature. So you have 5 flats, which means it's way easier to just think you don't have everything is flat except for C and F. So that's what I'm gonna do. And also, first thing I do when I learn a study, I try to see, usually it's a ABA form. The beginning usually comes back. So I'm gonna check if it does. Sorry, I'm doing it right now.
Somebody was saying they looked at the etude and they think it's beyond them because it's so fast and it's in D flat too. But they're happy to hear what you have to say about it.
Okay, so you see after the second, you have repeat boxes. The second time, you have the beginning that's coming back. And then for the next 3 lines, it's all the same. So it means you don't have to learn it twice. And then the 2 last bars are different, but all the rest is the same. So that's a good thing to know. D flat is not more difficult than anything else. It's just you have to get used to it. Yeah, instead, because you don't want to pack your brain with 5 flats. So instead, just think two naturals. It's way easier. Everything is flat except for C and F. So it's less work for your brain. Always try to find the lazy way, you know? Okay. I can see that it's probably an etude that wants to work on double tonguing, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to just play it slurred by 4, slurred by 2, or, okay? What's going on with my flute? Oh, okay. Thought I was high, but I was high.
Watch out where that thumb port is.
Yeah, I had a problem in a concert the other day. My thumb port got stuck under this here, and then some notes didn't sound so well, so good, but I still can't understand how it got stuck there. It means I had to, it's very weird. I have to say it's very weird, and yeah, but it happened. So if you play in concert and you have a thumb port and your sound is weird, check that first, because I was looking and I was, yeah, it took me a while to figure it out. So, okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm not gonna do the repeats. So usually on every beat you have 2 notes repeated and then you go somewhere else. So that's something. When you read it, if you know that pattern, it's less to think about again. I'm gonna continue after that box. You see here, I did a C flat and it's a C natural. So I'm going to write it down now because I might, you know, the brain works like that. If you did a bad note the first time, you're more likely to do it again. You can learn the right way without writing it, but it's going to be so much faster if you just write it down. Here it's steps, you know. Yeah, it's a cycle of fifths there. You can really hear it. I'm not doing the repeats. Okay, my sound is a bit not what I would like it to be, so I'm just going to work on that for a little minute. Play it all double-tongued, but I think I'm gonna try it upside down, you know, like instead of doing taka 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 ta, I'm gonna do it kata kata kata. I'm gonna start with ka. It's way more difficult, but then when I'm gonna do it on the right side, it's gonna be easier. For the person who said that he or she thinks it's over them, I would advise to take it a line at a time. Do one line 3 times and another line 3 times.
Somebody got their
because
finger
you
stuck away.
oh yeah, the same thing. Oh, it's terrible when it happens. Not a good feeling. Yeah, so yeah, one line, you know, and because if you think it's not to your level, it means that you just don't have the reflexes yet that maybe I have, because I played in that key, I played on my scales, so you need to build them. And you can't build reflexes and automatisms by playing the whole piece through. So I'm doing it now because it's a just practicing thing, but really in real life you should do that one line a few times, and then maybe in a practice you'll just do 3 lines and it's fine. Next day you do 3 more, and then when you're more comfortable you make bigger chunks. Maybe you do 3 lines at a time, you do them 3-4 times, you feel good, you go to the next section, or you do first section all the way to the repeat bar, and then second section, and then the third section really is like the first one, so you know the whole piece already. So it's good to just see what's coming back, so you don't have to relearn the thing. Oh, that's the same as the beginning, I don't have to rework on it. So it's more efficient when you practice and when you're learning it. So I hope those things are helpful. I'm going to do the katana. So that's the A. I think something's wrong with my flute. Maybe when I got it stuck, it damaged something. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do this, the B part. then it starts again. So I stop there. Right away I can say the B part is more difficult than the A part. So you're going to have to work a bit harder on the B because there's more accidentals and stuff like that.
Somebody's asking, when playing it up the tempo, how would I keep a quality tone through the fast staccatos? My tone tends to lessen when I play faster.
Okay, it's probably because you stop blowing, or you move. Maybe it can be a lot of different things. When I don't see, it's difficult to know. It can be that when you tongue, you might be moving your embouchure a lot. Some people, Misty, come on. My dog's trying to lick my flute. That's kind of funny. So if you tongue and you move everything here, it's gonna really affect your sound because you need to be sturdy, I would say. You know, your embouchure needs to be. How do you say that? I'm so tired this morning. Needs to be. Can you help me with that word?
Exactly? Sorry.
I don't know the word. That's why I'm asking for help.
What were you trying to describe?
Like it's not sturdy, but like
Steady.
Steady. Yeah, it
As
doesn't
far-
move.
like-
You know,
like- and it just doesn't
when
move.
you play legato or staccato, you shouldn't see it outside. So it's not.
Right.
I've seen students going like this. It's like they're eating a potato while they're playing the flute. No, no, no. You just do it as if it was slurred. You see? Takata. When you play the flute, there's one person, it's as if you were two people, really. One person is blowing super steadily, and another person is moving the fingers. The person who moves the fingers is not really talking that much to the person who's blowing. That person is just blowing as steady as you can. The people who are talking really are the tongue and the fingers. They have to be together, you know. But then the rest, nothing should disturb your blowing in the embouchure, like that support of the air. It should always be there. And what else did I want to say? Yeah, that has to be steady and solid. If you're moving it around, you're going to lose sound. So practice in front of a mirror, and then first play it all legato. Of course, I have to tongue this when it's repeated, but I only tongue when it's repeated. Here. If there you know, the finger, you get you see here, all my fingers except for my thumb are up. I don't need those fingers to, those are just for playing. So when I play, there's no movement. But if it wasn't, if I had to hold like this, then when I want to play fast, there's going to be movement, and then it's going to affect the sound. So you have to make sure that the way you hold your flute is making it steady and not moving around. For that, a thumb port can be useful as long as it doesn't get stuck like it did for me one of my last concerts. Of these things is what's happening to you. Okay, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna check what's 100. So I did the A. I'm surprised. So that's the A at 100. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, learn by little increments, and you don't have to do everything at once. Start by playing it just legato and add the tongue later. I'm going to try the B. That might be a bit more difficult. You see, I'm not comfortable right now. So I'm going to do it way slower. I'm going to do it at 60. And now I'm gonna do it I think I'm gonna put at 120 and I'm gonna play one bar and stop, one bar and stop. So now I'm going to try to play it at 100, the B. And now I'm back at the A, you know, ABA. So, I didn't really do the dynamics yet, and I didn't put breathing marks. I think usually I would breathe between two beats and try to make it as musical as I can. What you could also do is just replace a note by a breathe mark. So you could do, I'll do it slowly. So you see, at the second bar, I didn't play the second D flat. I replaced it by a breath. That can be something that can be interesting if it's a big difficulty for you to breathe there, and it doesn't disturb the music that much. If not, you can do and still play the D. Yeah, both are good, depends, you know. Yeah, if not, maybe. No. So you see, you start a new phrase at the 1, 2, 3, fourth bar. So you can breathe there between the two beats before the B flat. And then when that theme comes back, 4 bars later, every 4 bar you have that coming up, a new phrase. And then 4 bars later, same thing between those two beats. And then when you have a rest, then 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, same thing. Every 4 bar, really, at the middle of the bar, you have a new phrase coming up, starting, you know. So you can breathe there, and you try to finish that phrase to make it sound like something's finished, and then you bring in the new stuff, you know. So I'll try to give an example. So you see what I try to do musically, just finish it and then start something new. So the breathing doesn't seem too much like it's disturbing the music, but that it's part of the music. You try to, if you can't hide it, just assume it, you know, it's there and you have to breathe. Okay, I don't know it that well, so I might make mistakes. I'll do the... so should I play the whole thing now? Try to do it my best
and get a feeling of it
with dynamics as much as I can and breathings and okay, I'll try because it's still the first time I'm playing that piece. Wait. Wait. You see here, I didn't breathe in the right spot.
right.
And it was not as nice because I didn't write the breathing marks during when the A comes back. So I'll start from there. There, I should have taken a breath. So I didn't practice the last 2 bars, which was a mistake because it's different than the other stuff. Okay, and also the B flat thing is a bit tricky. Sometimes I put the thumb on the B flat there.
Is the thumb natural?
And sometimes it becomes natural. You have to bring it back. So that's something. I don't like sliding so much here. Some people are very good at it. So when I see their sliding coming up, I just use the other, the long one. Yeah. So, you know, it's not ready. I couldn't be playing that right now, but I think it gives a good idea of where to breathe. You know, every 4 bars, you have a phrase coming, a new phrase. So that's a good place in between the 2 beats.
It's important to breathe. It actually adds to the dynamic of the piece. So those breathing marks are as important as the note.
Yeah, and it can even help your brain kind of break it and say, oh, now it's forte. Okay, now go back to mezzo forte. You know, it kind of helps you to, and it makes the music breathe in a way and make it more, yeah, like phrasing. It also shows you understand the phrasing of the piece because those types of pieces, they can sound like a robot almost, you know. But what makes a difference between one person and the other is how you're trying to still express yourself through that study that might sound a bit, but you can still be musical with it. Uh, you see here, it was a mistake. I tried to make it longer and it's not possible. It just made it difficult. Um, well, you see, I have to still learn it, especially the B, but I think it gives a good
Yeah, good
idea
on
of
it.
how to practice it.
Somebody was saying like they can't get their fingers to go as fast as their double tonguing. What would you say about that? Like lesson, like how to synchronize?
Well, first thing is don't lift your fingers too much. Sometimes we lose some people lift their fingers very high, so that means takes more time because you have more distance to cover. And then I would say don't practice with tonguing to begin with. Just practice slurred, and also practice by little let's say one beat plus one note. One beat like this, let's say. You know, because that's easy to play fast for very little time. And then do two. Because if the tongue is not the problem, it's the fingers. You want to work on the fingers. You know, don't put your mind on 2-3 things at once. If try to put one goal and try to achieve that goal, and then maybe 4 beats. By stopping, you give your brain a little time to, okay, you have a rest. Now what's coming up? Okay, do it as fast as you can. I think it's a good way of getting faster, because at one point you can't play super fast that long without your brain needing to stop. You know, you have to create those automatisms, as I said before. And then when you start doing tonguing, go back slowly, you know. And you can use your metronome and go faster and faster and faster, and slowly, you know, gradually. And when you feel you're losing control, go back to slow, because playing slowly gives us control. And it's easier to play slowly with a metronome because we tend to always want to accelerate. Well, I tend to want to accelerate, so when I want to practice slowly, usually I use the metronome. And also we have a video about finger technique. It's pretty good. What is it called? Like, I talk about rotation and all types of things that can be helpful for playing faster. I think it's finger technique, finger position for the flute.
It's super good.
Yeah, so keep your fingers close. When you want to play fast, it's always easier to put the fingers down than to bring them up. So when you have tough fingerings, try to focus on the fingers going up instead of focusing on everything. You can't focus on everything. So when it's difficult, I focus on the fingers that are going up, and the fingers that are going down are way more automatic, because we have this reflex as babies to hold things, and we tend to clench on things. And even when we get older and we lose motor functions, usually people don't have their hands stuck in the open position. They have their hands stuck in the closed position. So that's easy, bringing the fingers inside. But opening it demands a little bit more attention, I think. So those can be things that will help you with that.
Yeah.
Did anyone?
No questions, but yeah, maybe just sign off and maybe talk about the festival if you want.
Oh yeah. So I think that's it. I don't need to play the whole thing perfectly.
No.
It was really just
practicing.
just practicing. So there is a flute festival in Montreal that we are organizing, and we have the amazing Alexa Still, who does the afternoon master classes, and I do the morning classes. And there's a concert at the end, and there's hanging out all together and meeting nice people and having fun playing the flute and learning, and there's no level required at all.
What's it called?
It's called the Montreal Flute Festival, and you can go on montrealflutefestival.com and find all the information about it. So if you're interested, it's in August 15th, 16th, and 17th of August, and I recommend it because it's very fun and nice, and I did a lot of those when I was a student. I think that's where I learned the most, because you just soak in flute or in music the whole time, and there's, yeah, it's like, it's not the same as spreading it a little bit throughout the year. You have this boom of energy of, both are good, but I really like those
The
things.
city's beautiful and it's affordable.
Yeah, and Montreal is a beautiful city, and there's festivals, and the weather is nice in the summer, and yeah, so if you want to come and visit, it's a good way to do it.
Yeah, just be sure to like it in the comments. And
So I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you liked it, just press the like button, and if you have any question, comment, just leave them in the box below, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.